he's getting it now.
Hey everyone, welcome to Heavy Metal Customs. Sorry, I lost some footage on this. We're back on the 68 Mustang, and computer error? Computer operator error. Yeah, that probably was the cause. But anyway, we're back on the 68, and I want to catch you up to what I've done so far with the little bit of lost footage. I took the shocks and the calipers off of the car and sanded down all of the front, everything I need to trim paint with the black and the gray. Sanded it all down with 400, then I pushed her outside and got her washed up, pulled her up in the paint booth and got her wiped down. So that catches you up on what footage that we missed. Now we can get to the footage that was not lost and keep on keeping on. Hope y'all enjoy this. Just keep on watching. I think it's going to turn out great. Alright everybody, finally got this thing pushed outside this morning. Got it all washed. I'm still going to wipe it down a couple of times. But I'm trying to get everything ready for the black paint. I've got all of these pieces here washed that are going to be painted black. And what I'm fixing to do now is jack this up. We're going to take tires off. That way we can get good paint on our A-frames and all of our front end parts. And I'm going to take the rack and pinion and unbolt it and just let it fall down out of the way. That way we can get us some good paint and whatnot all in there. Way we won't miss no spots. I use these little jacks here a whole lot. They work for me. You grab them out of junk cars. And I can use them with the air gun or with the electric gun. I'll give them just right. Don't want that coil spring flying out. Remember, I took the shocks off of it, so nothing's really holding it in there. Cool. All right, grab another socket. And there you go. Now we can get in there to all of this really easy. And figure out what size these rack and pinion bolts are. They are size huge. May not have it in this set. Let's see what we got here. goes up to 7/8. No, sir. Not a 7/8. So let me make sure the nut underneath, because it's just 2 bolts and nuts in there. I don't think them are going to be 15/16 or a 1 inch. So let me go grab some more tools. Be right back. All right, it is a 15/16 or 15/16, however you want to say it. Look at that. Rolled on there out of the way. Now I can get in here and clean that up, and I can get good paint on it. Way to go. Fine now. We'll just take our off-brand Windex and spray everything down real good. Get it all wiped down and ready for the black paint. I know I make it sound so easy, don't I? It's not as easy as you think. We will do this 2 to 3 times. And yes, it is very hot in the paint booth. So this stuff will dissipate really quick. Let me see, it's about 80 in here. So says that thermometer, but I don't know. To me right now it feels hotter. Oh yeah, that's all cleaning up really well. Alright guys, so I'm going to run through here a couple of times and wipe it all down with my Windex. Then let it dry real good. Then we'll get to mixing up our black paint and get to trimming all this out with the black. Alright, everything's been wiped down several times, as you seen earlier, and I went ahead and taped up a few items that I didn't want to get paint on, like the red bushings and the very tops of the A-frames, the screw-in ball joints. Yeah, I went ahead and taped all that up. But I am pretty much ready to crank up some black paint, get all of this under here, and all of this done, and these 4 parts painted with the black. Let me show you the black that I'm using, and we'll get this thing going. Alright, I'm using this Restoration Shop. This is urethane base coat. This is jet black. I mean, this stuff is black, black, black. I really like this paint. It's a 2-to-1 mix. So what I'm fixing to do, throw her up there in an old paint shaker. I just got through draining the compressor, and get this stuff shake up, mixed up, put in the gun, and we'll be we got all of these painted black. I got 2 coats on everything. I think it turned out pretty good. Yeah, that's definitely black. Ain't no doubt about that. Yeah, that looks a lot better. So what I'll do, I'll let this dry the rest of the day. And probably tomorrow, then I'll come back here and we'll do a little bit of cleanup and a little bit of wiping down. And then we'll get our gray sprayed on under here. And then we can take it back over to the other lift and set it over there and get all of our other parts that we need to spray gray, get them in the paint booth and get them shot. But yeah, she's coming along. Alright guys, another day here. The paint is cured overnight. I mean, it's fine. Yeah, it cured up really well. I'm happy with that. And I got to thinking this morning, instead of trying to paint all these parts at one time, I'm going to split it up a little bit. What I'd like to do is really concentrate on getting this front clip and my trim work done. Then go to the parts, get them wires cleaned, get them in here, and get the insides and everything of them painted before assembly. So, I think that will be the right move because we have a lot of taping to do here, and I want to be particular with it and get it just so perfect and have it look really nice. So what we're going to do now is take our Windex, wipe down these surfaces again. I probably touched something, or we have some of the black overspray a little bit here and there. So wiping them back down is just a little insurance that we won't have any trash in our gray paint that we're going to put on. So let's get that done, and then I'll show y'all how I'm going to get all this taped up and do this. It's going to be really cool. Alright, let's get the taping her up. Let's see if I can get my fat butt in here. Oh, I just can't. Alright, what I've done here, I'm getting ready to lay out this stripe assembly. This is 2 inches wide exactly. Just a piece of paper, and I folded it in half, turned out to be 2. So we're good on that. Oh, we can get in here, sit down, and be comfy. Oh yeah, that's nice. And I know I got this thing straight. So, grab our 1/4 inch masking tape. Yeah, I know it's getting long and boring. So I'm going to kill the camera for now, and I'm going to go ahead and finish this up. Then I'll turn the camera back on when I show y'all how I'm going to do a side here. But for now, yeah, let me let y'all take a break on this. You see what I'm doing? I'm fixing to do another yellow piece down here for my little 1/4 inch paint strip on the outside, and then I'll duplicate it over here. Then we'll get down here, we'll get it going on. Alright, well I finally get all this taped up. Hopefully y'all can see what I'm doing here. Of course, extending that stripe off the body onto the firewall. But I wanted to sort of bring it around, as you can tell. And then also bring it to the front. And went ahead and grabbed, voila, look at that. Yeah, so the stripe's going to be coming all the way around. Sort of like a never-ending thing. And I just think it'll look so much better. But I've got everything taped up. And I just got through wiping it down. So I'm going to let it sit here for a little bit. And let all them chemicals dissipate. I use the off-brand Windex to give it a good wipe down. And then, yeah. We're going to come out here and shoot some gray. This is going to look awesome whenever we get her shot. Alright, we're ready to mix up some paint and get to shooting. I've done had this gallon in a paint shaker. Give it a once over. We're using the Restoration Shop UB urethane base coat. This is 2110 gunmetal gray metallic. Yeah, it ought to be pretty. I'm using the Custom Shop series medium reducer with this. And this stuff mixes 2-to-1. So I've got everything ready. Then went through, done a re-clean on the gun. And I can't clean your guns too much, I don't reckon. So let me get this mixed up and we'll get out here. We'll get to shooting some of this cool gunmetal gray metallic. Well, we got 3 coats of paint on there. Well, that gunmetal gray is dark, ain't it? Of course, guys, this is paint, no clear. But yeah, I got really good coverage with that stuff. It sprayed on very well. If you notice in the video, I was shooting a little bit fast. Yeah, trying not to have any runs or mess ups. Alright, well, cool. Well, it is dry enough to the touch. Yeah. So, let's get all this tape off here and see what we got. Untape. All in all, didn't turn out bad. The tape did stick to some places, and unfortunately, I thought that would happen. That just bites. And pulled off some paint, but we'll crank up the airbrush and get that taken care of. And well, this stripe's correct. This stripe's incorrect. That should have been black with a gray. That's alright, we'll get to do some touch up, we'll fix that. And that kind of stuff happens. But I do like the way I brought the stripe around. Even though it peeled real bad over there. But that look is what I was going for. I say there is some spots that I'm going to have to clean up. Get out the airbrush and fix. That tape just really pees me off. That green tape has been doing really good too. I don't understand that. And like I say, I got some spots here too. That was just where the paper was. I don't know, maybe this humidity caused that paper to stick, or the paint wasn't 100% dry enough for me to tape. Hey, this is the kind of stuff you run into, but that's alright, I'll clean it up. But yeah, this is basically what it's going to be. And I really like the look. I think it's cool. Alright, got all of my, we'll call them paint mistakes, fixed. As you see, this is proper now. That's the way the stripe's supposed to be. And that center bar, yeah, I painted it gray. You got to thinking that needs to match up. I have my other black pieces out here. Got them all cleaned up. Ready for clear. I got that stripe correct. Yeah. And where the tape pulled some of my paint off, which was over there and over there, I took and sanded it down with 400. Laid 4 coats of primer on it, sandable primer. Come back, water sanded it out with 400, then repaint and restriped. A little bit of a headache, but hey, you make a mistake, you need to fix it. And for those of all that are going to ask, and I'm sure there's going to be somebody, no, I did not charge the customer for the time that it took for me to fix all of them paint mistakes. That's on me. That's my time, my money spent. But as you can see, and it turned out really good. I am very happy with it. So what we're going to do now, I just got through wiping it down, so I'm going to let it dissipate for a few minutes, is we're fixing to shoot us some clear. And I'm using the Restoration Shop High Gloss Urethane Clear Coat. Now this is a 4-to-1 mix with the RH4201 hardener that they send with it. I'll be using my Spectrum Black Widow gun, which is okay, but I'm going to tell you the truth, after using it for a while, I would like to have a better gun. I mean, this does alright, it lays the paint down, it atomizes it pretty good, but it doesn't lay it down as smooth as I would like. I've tried, you know, different PSI, different this, different that, mixing a little different, a little more thinner, a little less thinner, stuff like that. And, I mean, it's just going to do what it does. Now, the touch-up work, I used that little purple cheap gun right there, touch-up gun. Man, that thing worked out great. Yeah, I'm digging it. Well, let me let this dissipate some more. We'll get this clear mixed up, and we'll get to laying the gloss on her. And there we have it. 3 coats of clear. Yeah, man, can you say shiny? Shiny. Yes, that turned out very, very awesome. Yeah, I'm not complaining about that, none at all. Yeah, and I think the customer really, really liked this. Yeah. Cool, man. Well, guys, got it pushed over here back into the first bay, and I gotta say, I'm super happy with the way it turns out. Let me give y'all another quick look over here in this different light versus the paint booth with all that blaring light. Yeah, I love the way that stripe just keeps rolling with it. Just really transitioned everything and made it look nice and smooth. Yeah, very happy with that. Man, that gray and that black, I mean, they just roll together. There's no doubt about that. yeah, again, I am very, very tickled with the way this is turning out. Well, everyone, I mean, we didn't get a lot done on old Mustang this time. A lot of work, a lot of prep, a lot of paint and weight, tape, paint, weight going on there. But we got it done, and I'm tickled. So I think what I'm going to do is wrap this one up. I know this video is getting out there a little bit in length. And then next video, we'll get into all of our parts. We'll get them cleaned up, get them over in the booth, and get the gray sprayed on them so we can get ready to start assembling this front end and getting all of our fiberglass and stuff up. I think that'll be a lot of fun and just going to add to the look and get her a little further along. Well, everyone, I appreciate you watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you would, throw us down some comments. If you're able, hit us up on Patreon and or the Super Thing. And please like, share, and subscribe. Again, appreciate it much. Till the next one, we hope that everyone has a fantastic day.